Black Ops 6 just dropped, and if you are experiencing some issues with the servers, I got you guys with a guide on how to instantly reduce lag and fix packet loss in Black Ops 6 for console players. Now, there are two methods that work really well. I'm going to go over the first one, which is LagoFast, and then the other one, which is in-game and console settings. LagoFast is a software for both console and PC that greatly helps your experience in Call of Duty when it comes to getting bot lobbies and better ping and latency. If you head over to the Easy Lobby feature after installing LagoFast, which has a free trial by the way, you can see all the servers you can connect to get much easier lobbies. So no more super sweaty 4 stacks just running over you anymore. And of course, LagoFast also provides an amazing latency boost feature for both console and PC that is super easy to connect to. Here is a before and after of the ping while using LagoFast. When it comes to new COD releases, honestly, it's a must-have. LagoFast also provides a meta loadouts feature, so you can always stay up to date on what's the current meta for Black Ops 6 and Warzone. Honestly, this is super awesome because you can use it as an overlay. Now, if you use code DuPeR, you can get 30% off on your subscription. Like I said before, they have a free trial if you want to test it out for yourself. And they are doing a giveaway for anyone that subscribes, potentially winning the Vault Edition, Standard Edition of Black Ops 6, and in-game items and packs, or free LagoFast hours. And with that being said, let's hop straight into the best in-game and console settings for reducing latency in Black Ops 6. So first things first is DNS servers. These play a pretty big role when it comes to how fast you can connect to servers in Call of Duty. And if you guys are playing on console, I highly recommend you guys try out the Google DNS server if you guys haven't already. I've talked about this in the past with other videos, but this does speed up the actual internet connection for me within the game quite a lot. So if you guys are on console, you head over to your internet settings, you can change your primary DNS to 8.8.8.8 and your secondary DNS to 8.8.4.4. That is Google's DNS servers, and that should make a maybe small difference when it comes to how steady your game is. Now, the recently changed setting, which is called on-demand texture streaming, that has now been kind of made to where you can no longer turn it off entirely. You have to at least use it at minimal, which is, in my opinion, a very great change. But luckily, this setting no longer destroys the game as much as it used to back in the day. I know a lot of you guys that have watched my previous videos know that on-demand texture streaming was a really bad setting, but now it's not as bad. But I do still recommend you guys turn it to minimal if you can. Basically, this makes it to where you're not relying on internet to load textures and shaders, so it can, focus more of the internet on the actual game instead of loading assets around you. Not only will your game be pretty slow when it comes to your latency, but it will also be super laggy because things around you are not rendered in, and everything's just gonna look like Roblox. Now, the next tip I have for you guys has to do with your connection type when it comes to, connecting to your console. I highly recommend you guys use Ethernet, which basically means you have an Ethernet cable straight from your modem or router into the back of your console. This gives you the fastest connection type. Now, if you guys are not able to use Ethernet cable, you guys should decide whether or not it's best to use 5 gigahertz or 2.4 gigahertz for your current situation. So the difference between them two is basically 2.4 gigahertz is great at penetrating the walls. It has quite a bit of range, so if you guys are not playing in the same room that the router is in, or if you guys aren't close to the router at all, then 2.4 gigahertz is going to give you the most steady connection. 5 gigahertz is faster than 2.4. However, it does not have much range and it does not penetrate the walls at all. I literally remember playing on my PS5. Whenever I would open my door to my room, the game would be super steady, but as soon as I close my door, I would instantly start having hiccups and just random lag spikes at times. So if you guys are playing at 5 gigahertz and you're far from your modem, go ahead and switch to 2.4. It might be much better. And if you guys are in the same room or you're playing on like your living room TV where your router is right next to it, then 5 gigahertz should be perfectly fine. And another thing, make sure you guys don't have any apps downloading in the background. This will massively tank your gaming experience. If you have one small app downloading, it's not only going to make that app download much slower, but it's going to take a lot of bandwidth away from the game that you're playing, making it much laggier. So I highly recommend you guys just either pause your downloads until you're done playing, or just download everything first before you start playing. That's the best option to have for you guys right there. Also, make sure you guys fully load your shaders when you first start the game. I see a lot of guys hop straight into a game and wonder why the game runs like crap. Definitely make sure you load all your textures before you play. It only takes about 2, maybe 3 minutes, so yeah, make sure you do that first. But those are the best tips I have for you guys when it comes to reducing latency in Black Ops 6. If you guys have any questions, make sure you comment them down in the comment section below. And if you guys have had no success or help out of anything in today's video, also comment that down below. I'll try to help you guys out one-on-one in the comment section. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, and understanding always.